but I can't deny. I know that you don't really deserve it. So tired of this fantasy and all your lies. Just tell me how you fall asleep at night. Well, I'm awake because I know it ain't right. You bring me up, you tie me down, yeah. I give my love to you and I give it every time. I give my love all to you. I give my love, I give my love all to you. I give my love, I give my love all to you. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I give my love all to you. All to you, all to you. I give my love all to you. I give my love all to you. All to you. I give my love all to you. I give my love all to you. All to you. All to you. All your words are filling me with poison. Struggling to breathe and I am paralyzed. So disturbing, I know you enjoy it. But I keep coming back because it's cold outside. Just tell me how you fall asleep at night. While I'm awake because I know it ain't right. You bring me up, you tie me down, yeah. I'll give my love to you and I give it every time. I give my love all to you. I give my love, I give my love all to you. I give my love, I give my love all to you. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I give my love all to you. All to you, all to you. I give my love all to you. I give my love all to you. All to you. I give my love all to you. I give my love all to you. All to you. All to you.
Let your body lead your mind, your mind, your mind, your mind, your mind. Let your body lead, can't deny it. Your body lead, night, all night. All night, all night.
Hello. Make sure this is all doing its thing so I don't mess up the audio again. Okay. Okay. Everything is working so far. I look back at the VOD from last time. Luckily it didn't launch because I had desktop audio turned off. So there was no stream audio, so you wouldn't be able to hear it at all. Thank God it did not launch. Okay. Let me put myself in a little corner up here. The Starship streams bring out like more of like the personal side of the hosts. Why is my audio delayed from my thing? Okay. Yeah, there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 Starhopper. Starhopper did 3, so that's where the other 3 came from. The Raptor engines are chilling, getting ready. It'd be funny if the second the engines ignite, they've never done a static fire with the Starship on top, so they don't know if the heat tiles stay on in that amount of force. So it'd be funny if like the engine ignite and every single tile just goes and just falls off. They are not working on any issues right now. Where last time they had the valve issue at around 20 minutes. So they're not working anything right now. Well, they have to work publicly because they're on a highway. The highway right here. They have to work publicly. Gonna make sure I'm up to speed. John! Yes! The header tank is up here. This little circle right there. Wind 27 kilometers an hour. John. Trending on Twitter. Starship. Almost at 10 minutes. Where's the WB-57 NASA jet for tracking? Where is it? But creators' cameras are over here and they're being covered with Thanks. 10 minutes. Yeah, on this as well. It's still on image on placeholder. It's an image and placeholder. Um, okay. Gotta get the thing out of the way. Go. It's getting up to speed. Please tell me there's no issues. Yes. The winds are good. No, I'm just trying to move the mission control audio. Up speed again. Oh my god, why is this here? Stop pausing! Ah! I think this said it'll be held down for about 8 seconds. And it's just the most powerful rocket in the world. If this does launch, we'll watch the launch and then we'll switch over to some other streams and look at their views of launch. Because different people have different tracking cameras and all that stuff.
Until liftoff of the Starship flight test. We've been following along for what honestly seems like days and days now, but really it kind of comes down to years. It has been a long time to get to where we are today. Now, fast forwarding a little bit, we have the opportunity to hold, if necessary, at 40 seconds, and we are able to hold there for about 15 minutes, or up to 15 minutes, and still be able to lift off.
Yeah, that's a little bit different from Falcon, for the propellant sequence on Falcon that we don't have the opportunity to hold. So that's a cool new capability on Starship.
Yep. Right now, T-minus 3 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. We got some great views from the drone. It's nice that the fog is slowly lifting. We get some of the blue skies, hopefully good views. What we're waiting for right now is closeout of propellant loading on the first stage. That should be wrapping up here shortly. In fact, it looks like fuel fill and drain valves are coming closed. That means first stage is fully loaded, second stage fully loaded, and that 10 million pounds of propellant on board the Starship launch vehicle.
I want to take a quick moment to say that the crowd energy here is electric.
So right now,
I feel like it's Falcon Heavy test demo all over again.
Hopefully. All the fuel
and hopefully you'll hear us as we get into the plus count. But right now, next activity is coming up. The flight termination system arms at T-minus 2 minutes. Thrust vector control checkouts at T-minus 2 minutes. And then after that, major activity will be the T-minus 40-second gate.
That camera is not going to survive.
Here's the view looking
it's
up
die
at the
instantly.
33 Raptor engines.
It's not going to survive.
There are 20 engines in a circle on the outside.
Oh,
and as Shiva said earlier, 13 engines on the center. Those are the ones that gimbal and steer the vehicle.
It's going to survive for like 0.1 seconds. And then it's going to die. We can't hear the mega control.
I've never seen someone so excited for PVC wiggles.
I'm listening to it separately.
Love this view.
I
These
still
are the
can't hear
33
it.
Raptor engines at the base of the super heavy booster.
There's the
I think we can see those wiggles now.
We're currently inside 90 seconds. Next major activity, T-minus 40 seconds. That is a gate, a decision point. We're waiting. Possibility the propulsion team may need a few minutes.
So it'll hold it 40 seconds.
Flight termination system is armed for flight. We're getting ready for T-minus 1 minute and counting.
If it stops, they're going to figure out a few things.
No, T-minus 1 minute. Next, we'll see as we get past T-minus 40 seconds for final checks of the vehicle.
Yes! It's still going.
Okay, you can see the clock has recycled.
Oh.
Flight director has called a hold. We are recycling.
No.
For the moment, we'll see where they move the clock back to. They could hold at T-minus 40 seconds. They could go to an earlier point. Give us a minute to listen into the nets, and we'll see if we can get you more information to share.
We got inside a minute to launch though. Oh my god, they have three cameras under the rocket and they're all gonna die. They're not surviving. This is their last day on this earth. Oh god. Oh, let me show you. Look. This is... Oh god. Oh wait. Okay. They have 4 cameras. There's one on the side of the launch mount, there's one inside the tower. Near the legs. The quick disconnect.
John Innsbrucker again here at the Hawthorne webcast desk. We're holding a T-minus 40 seconds. What we've heard so far is we have a couple of issues we're working. One is the booster tank pressurization.
Oh, not again.
Final pressurization was just a little bit long. That's not unusual. We've held at T-minus 40 seconds before to pressurize. That appears to have been resolved. At the same time on the second stage, they're working some final purging. We should know very shortly if that is cleared and if we'll continue the countdown.
They're cheering.
Everyone, especially that person, is excited to keep going. Like John said, we should know shortly if we are able to continue. But as we mentioned before, we are able to hold up to 15 minutes and still be able to lift off today.
Yeah, on Falcon 9, it's a little bit different. Once we start propellant loading, we pretty much have to go at the targeted time. Otherwise, the propellants can warm up and we may not have the performance for that particular mission profile. It's a little bit different on Starship.
Folks, if I can interrupt.
Yeah.
It looks like they're clearing all the flags, and we're going to release at T-minus 40 seconds.
That is amazing news.
Amazing.
Team working quickly through their issues on first and second stages.
And I'm sure all of the rehearsals and simulations that they've been doing have prepared them to evaluate this data quickly to try to get us in for today's launch attempt.
For those of you just joining, we have a brief hold at the T-minus 40 second mark. The team is resolving one issue with the bleed purge on the stage 2 Raptors. Like John just said, the teams are quickly working that, and it looks like the flags are being cleared as we speak. So we should be able to resume the launch countdown any moment now.
And it's worth noting on Starship that once we resume the countdown, it restarts from the 40-second period, and then we keep going unless another condition pops up. So stick around, because Starship could be going here real soon.
Don't walk away, that's for sure. Amazing views here coming to us from Starbase, Texas.
Good. Cheering. The clock started again.
T-minus 15 seconds. 15 seconds.
chamber pressure nominal. Booster upper chamber pressure nominal.
One engine. Oh no!
33 seconds into the test flight.
3 engines are gone.
Starship vehicle, tower cleared,
3
wind
engines are
pitch
gone.
over. Propulsion
4
reports
engines are
first stage
gone.
engines nominal. What a sight from the ground cameras at Starbase. We're flying at twice the thrust of the Saturn V heading to space.
4 engines are gone. There's still 29 engines.
We're throttled down and throttled back up.
That's another engine gone.
Going through the period of maximum aerodynamic pressure.
5 Look at that!
As the
Oh my
velocity
God.
increases, the density of the atmosphere is decreasing,
Max Q.
lessening
Oh my
stress
God.
on the vehicle.
Max
The call
Q.
out, max Q now.
Oh my god. We have 5 engines are gone.
Continuing to watch the first stage as we head downrange. A 100 seconds into flight. Our next major activity is going to be shutdown of the first stage. Houston tracking station now acquiring the vehicle. With shutdown, we will get separation of Starship from Super Heavy and ignition of the Starship engines. When Starship separates, we light up 6 engines in a staggered sequence. And if all goes well, those 6 engines will burn for almost 6.5 minutes.
Oh my
Onboard
god.
view from Starship. And there's views of the Raptor engines on the second stage as we prepare for stage separation. Now after stage separation, the first stage will flip and begin a boost back maneuver
no.
for landing in the Gulf.
Is that still... Is that good or not? Everything just flipped around. I don't know.
Continuing to fly,
They're still
2
saying
minutes,
it's good.
40 seconds. Let's get ready for main engine cutoff. Beginning the flip for stage separation.
Oh my god, please. Please! It's crumbling.
As of right now, we are awaiting stage separation. Where
It's
Starship
tumbling.
should separate from the Super Heavy booster.
Engines are still
Yeah,
going.
Kate, right now it looks like we saw the start of the flip, but obviously we're seeing from the ground cameras the entire Starship stack continuing to rotate. We should have had separation by now.
It didn't separate.
Obviously, this is does not appear to be a nominal
It
situation.
didn't separate.
Yeah, it does appear to be spinning, but I do want to remind everyone that everything after clearing the tower
Oh my God.
was icing on the
Oh.
cake.
Oh.
And there, as you saw, as we promised, an exciting end to the Starship inaugural integrated test flight.
Everyone here absolutely pumped to clear the pad and make it this far into the test flight, the first integrated flight of the booster and the Starship vehicle.
Live view there of our control center at Starbase, which we refer to as Star Command.
I'm just chilling there.
As we said before, obviously we wanted to make it all the way through, but to get this far, honestly, is amazing.
Well, if you're just joining us, Starship just experienced what we call a rapid unscheduled disassembly, or a RUD, during ascent. But now this was a development test. This is the first test flight of Starship, and the goal was to gather the data, and as we said, clear the pad and get ready to go again. So you never know exactly what's going to happen, but as we promised, excitement is guaranteed. And Starship gave us a rather spectacular and what was truly an incredible test thus far.
Now, as we mentioned at the start of today's program, any and all the data that we collected during the test is going to help us with further development of Starship, and it's going to improve the vehicle's reliability as SpaceX seeks to make life multiplanetary. It's really worth noting that the flight path was designed to be over water and all the air and sea space. Along with that flight path and those surrounding areas were cleared in advance of the test. And of course, we're going to be coordinating with local authorities for the recovery operations.
But honestly, what an exciting morning. Oh my gosh. We had a successful liftoff from Starbase, Texas at 8:28 a.m. Central Time. We cleared the tower, which honestly was our only hope. We cleared the tower, and all the data that we collected all the way through all those Raptor, those 33, although I think we saw that 3 Raptor engines were out. But we got all that data, and we got so far as to hoping to see the Starship, the second stage, separate from the first stage, the Super Heavy booster. And unfortunately, we didn't make that happen, but that's okay. It was the first integrated launch, and honestly, today was amazing.
Absolutely incredible day. We made it through a number of those initial test objectives with getting booster ascent, getting all the way through the countdown, working some issues at the end. Like, totally really fantastic day.
Got through the gate at T-minus 40 seconds on the second try. Everything released, the hold downs, the quick disconnect arms, everything moves out of the way. And then we got the vehicle off of the pad, through max 2, all the way up to stage separation, even starting into the prep for stage 7. And then, as we say, a lot of excitement.
Yep. Honestly, my face has had a smile on it since liftoff, and now my face hurts. Now, since we don't have any insights on the cause of our rapid unscheduled disassembly at this point, we're going to end our webcast here. Teams will continue to review the data and work toward our next flight test. But before we go, a big congrats to the entire SpaceX team on an exciting first integrated flight test of Starship. And of course, a shout out to our viewers. We appreciate you joining us. And as always, we thank you for your interest in Starship, SpaceX, and your ongoing support. Till next time.
Oh my god. It actually went. Oh my god. It actually lifted. I can't believe it actually flew. I can't believe it actually flew. People are saying they now heard the explosion because it was so far away. But you had 6 engines go out in the first not too long. I'm gonna find certain. Oh my god. Trying to get to the point of launch of some other coverage. I just can't, you can't really believe it because it's been there, 24 and 7 have been there for so long. See how it was tilted? it was like that for most of it, going sideways and forward at the same time. Then we had a few engines go out straight away. Look at that cloud. See, you could see the engines like flickering and go out, but they still kept going. But when they changed to one of their cameras, you could see the clear outline of all the engines. Like that. You can see each single engine. Six. 3, 4, 5, yeah. And it still went through it. Well, like 28, 29 engines. Look at that. But you could see it was tumbling out of control from the start. Even there, you could see it go sideways. People are saying from outside like the area that they can be in, there's a sandstorm. I'm surprised they let it go that far. I'm surprised they let it go that far though. And through all that stress, the ship stayed attached. It didn't just rip off. The engines didn't shut down, and the hooks didn't separate. Like, they let it go for like a minute, like over a minute, while it was tumbling out of control. And even from the very start, it was going like that, and then it straightened up, and then it was going sideways. And there it went. It was like amazing though. Like 24 and 7 have been out there for like almost a year, or like just less than a year, and they like that was the last time. Yeah, at least the ground support still there, alive. That was amazing. And everything still survived. As if the flight test was not exciting enough, Starship experienced a rapid unscheduled assembly before stage separation. So, did the Starship explode, but the booster was still alive? The booster survived through the ship exploding on top of it. there's a tweet, and it just says, range safety, let him cook. They just let it keep going. I'm deeply in love with whoever deciding to not hit the FDS yet. He Tilton. Screaming noises. Start to clear the pad and beat vehicles on nominal flight path. My god. How did it survive? Now we just wait for the camera angles to come in. No one used their pad cameras though that they put out in the pad, so I'd say they all got toasted. My god. Yeah, there was 6 plus engines out. And everything's still alive. I'm surprised they let it go so long. They let it keep going for like over a minute after it started tumbling out of control. Like just after Max Q. And it lasted through Max Q, which is... That's a pure Kerbal Space Program thing right there. It starts to turn sideways and just flips out of control. Look at this. God. Is that just the tank farm or is something on fire? My arms were shaking right up until it launched. My God. I just can't believe that happened. I didn't think it would go. It was their second attempt. They've had more attempts on a launch than Falcon 9. Like, it's been there for so long, waiting and waiting, for years, and it went. And Hopper is still there. Oh my God. Yeah. And the pad is still alive. And they had all engines running for like 8 seconds, blasting the concrete, and it's still there. It's still alive. Oh my God. Yeah. I'd say some of the engines that went out were like needed for gimbling. Ow. Oh. But the thing is still alive. It's still moving. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. How? But everything's still alive. Nothing's melted. Oh my God. I'm just watching everything of this. It's been alive for so long. And you can see ignites. You can see each column of flame from around the legs of the launch mount. They kept it for around 4 seconds. And you can see bits flying up. But you could see, as soon as they pulled up all this, you could see it wasn't straight away. Everything was still... amazing. 14 seconds in, 113 kilometers an hour. And it's still venting, which means it's still fully alive. So what? I don't care about that. Still can't. Like, the whole pad worked like it was supposed to, and it was built in less than 2 years. I'm gonna go forward a bit and see if they have any other. It went! Yeah. Learned a lot for next launch in a few months. And it's gonna be a lot less because it's not first flight anymore. See how the engine ignited. Let's see how that went. Oh, I covered the QD. See bits flying everywhere. You can see that lean straight away. Lean! I'd say there was fuel that leaked out or something because there's like a part of a black cloud that ignited. So you can see it getting, that's one engine that like explosively blew up. Another one. Because the next booster, I think it's booster 9, has engine out capability, so if one engine goes out, it won't cause another engine to go out and then another engine to go out. Because that's what you could see. One engine went, they shut off the opposite one so it wouldn't turn it over. Another one went, they turned off the opposite one. And then one engine went, caused another engine to go, that caused another engine to go. So the next booster, booster 9, will have like a skeleton around each engine. So if one engine blows up, it won't blow up the engine next to it. I'm surprised I let it go for that long. I think this is a slowed down one. It'd be cool if the under the engine's camera did survive. It obviously didn't, because it's been blasted by 3 engines. But so you can see the igniters and the pumping the fuel out from the launch mount itself, and then the clamps pull back to see if one side held on. That's what caused it to go over, or did the engine go out straight away and push it over? It's just amazing. Just to get SpaceX cameras is going to be, oh my god, look at it. Oh, I'll go to yeah, engine explosion. Covering this over here, this here, and this here. I'm still surprised it flew. They just let it ride out. That's gonna take a while to calm down from. Oh my god. Launch was now 40 minutes ago. Already 40 minutes after launch. Find exact point. That bird is trying to fight for its life up there. See, that was one engine. Another engine. Another engine. Look at the camera. Another engine. I'm gonna be on that thing. Look at the clear outline of the engines. And it made it through max Q as well. Like they still let it go. You can still see the outline of the flaps in the ship. It's just flipping round. They let it go. They're like, it's flipping for stage separation. Like, yeah, it's flipping, but not for separation. Like, they tried to separate it, and even while it was tumbling, the ship still didn't forcefully separate. And then after so long of letting it just ride out, then they triggered the FTS. Like, that's like, it's not 40 sort of. I think it's bigger than that. They let it just ride it out. Like, they try and open the hooks so the ship will come off. But even while the entire thing was trying to bend in half, it still didn't forcefully separate. That shows how strong them hooks are. He wasn't wrong. It looked exactly like KSP. Like, it's happened to me so many times. Like, it goes up and just starts flipping. God. It looks like it made it past max Q. Maybe it got delayed because so many engines went out. The next one will have flaps, it'll just burn up. Like, look at the engines. If you want to see how many tiles came off. And like I said before the stream, none of the tiles just went. Yeah, how many engines went out forcefully, or how many engines just got shut down because the opposite engine shut down. Oh, I don't know. I'm just skipping through it all to see if they got like the launch of the cameras. I should probably end the stream at this point because I'm just going through other people's footage, but just see how the SpaceX pad camera is going to be amazing. I have to end stream. I can't keep just re-streaming people's. That just happened. Did that just happen? It did. Oh my god. That's gonna take a while to calm down after. I don't know what to do. Nothing can live up to that. Absolutely nothing can live up to that. Dylan hasn't tweeted about it. A load of other companies. Starship board game is here. Starting today, this 5-player game is fully available for the Mexican install Raptor engine as well as Starship. Relive your own Starship. Oh, everything survived. I'd say some hoses definitely got burned through. I'm gonna end stream, upload VOD, go through all like recordings and replays and stuff, and I honestly don't know the next time I stream. When's the next fucking when's the fucking heavy launch? Fucking heavy. It's weird to not see Starship on the flight schedule now. Fucking heavy Thursday. No, I'll be working. Huh. They say it's a failure. Like, saying it's a failure, but they even said, like, SpaceX even said they would be surprised if they get over the pad. 51 minutes ago. Already. Oh! I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go through the recording and see people's reactions. Upload the VOD so I can see my own reaction, because I've forgotten everything. And, I don't know when I'll be streaming it. If Fog and Heavy gets pushed back to later in the evening, late enough or not working, I'll stream that, but it's highly unlikely. So, I don't know. I'm trying to put something to say that like for happiness. Okay. I'm gonna stream and my friend will drop by. Even if you miss the launch, you can definitely find it everywhere at this point, or tomorrow morning or something. Yeah, so thanks to everyone that joined me in this historic moment, and I'll see you next time.
Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came to